Hello dear Igraspers, welcome to a brand new episode of your favorite weekly news capsule. Our planet is a magnificent home, but we must always remember that we don't own it, but actually just belong to it. And we must share it with our wildlife, preserve, protect and prosper. The highlights of today's news capsule are Madhabi Buch appointed as first woman chief of SEBI. Details from the IPCC report on climate change. Mexico to send mini robots to the moon. SpaceX Starlink satellite internet terminals arrive in Ukraine. Researchers create largest ever human family tree. India equal world record for most consecutive T20 wins. Rafael Nadal beats Cameron Norrie to win Mexican Open title. And finally, our fun and fact segment. Let's begin with news from India.
It's time to celebrate another shattering of the glass ceiling, as the Government of India has appointed Madhabi Buch as the new chairman for SEBI last week. This makes her the first woman to lead a financial regulatory body in the country. And also, did you know that SEBI was established in 1992 to protect the interest of investors investing in securities by regulating securities markets? Madhabi has been appointed for an initial term of 3 years, and we wish her all the best for this new and exciting journey.
Igraspers, let us mourn the end of an era in Australian cricket as Shane Warne passed away very suddenly this Friday. The cricket legend was one of the greatest leg spinners of all time and took a total of 708 wickets, making him the second highest wicket taker in the history of Test cricket. Did you also know he bagged more Ashes wickets than any other bowler in history? This is a big loss to the cricketing world, and players from every team are coming out to pay their tribute. Join us as we send our condolences and regards to his family.
Last week, the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change released a report that looks at the causes, impacts and solutions to climate change. This report identified 127 global and regional key risks to our planet. While the report warns of the dangers posed to megacities, coastal areas and Himalayan river systems, it also speaks of available solutions to adapt to a changing climate. As a moment of pride to our country, the report specifically highlights India's best climate practices followed in cities like Surat, Indore and Bhubaneswar. We urge you all to read more about the findings of this report and send us your feedback at contactus@igraasp.com.
Mexico to send mini robots to the moon. In a scientific, first-of-its-kind mission, 5 tiny robots will be sent to the moon later this year. These robots have been developed by researchers at Mexico's National Autonomous University and are equipped to gather lunar minerals that could be very useful in future space mining. During their month-long mission, the nanorobots will take lunar plasma temperature, electromagnetic and regolith particle size measurements for the first time. Did you know that this would be the first American spacecraft to land on the moon in nearly 50 years? We congratulate the entire team for this fantastic achievement.
Last week, SpaceX founder and CEO Elon Musk announced that he had activated Starlink internet services in Ukraine, as the country suffered power outages and gaps in internet service due to Russia's invasion. This support arrived after Ukraine's Vice Prime Minister tweeted a plea to Musk asking for help. Starlink is a satellite-based internet constellation developed by SpaceX that could potentially bring connectivity to billions of people who still lack reliable internet access. Isn't this fascinating?
Can you pinpoint who your distant ancestors were from 200 years ago? Thanks to work carried out by scientists from the University of Oxford's Big Data Institute, you might just be able to now. By compiling human genomes from a variety of ancient and modern DNA sources, they have created the largest human family tree ever made. This resulting network contains the data of almost 27 million ancestors. We congratulate them for this marvelous scientific achievement.
Igraspers, it is time to celebrate as India sets 3 new records. Last week, India defeated Sri Lanka by 6 wickets to register their third straight 3-0 T20 cricket series whitewash. With this 12th win, India equaled Afghanistan and Romania's world record for winning most consecutive T20 matches. Our team captain Rohit Sharma also broke the record for playing most men's T20 matches, and Shreya Iyer also broke the record for scoring most runs in a 3-match T20 series. With this, we would like to congratulate the entire national team for this glorious trifecta.
Last week, Rafael Nadal defeated Britisher Cameron Norrie in the final to win the Mexican Open title trophy for the 4th time in his career. He is now the youngest as well as the oldest ever champion in Acapulco. At the end of last year, Nadal thought he might have to retire because of a foot injury. Instead, he has won all 3 tournaments played in 2022 and is on an undefeated 15-love streak. Now that's what you call an inspirational comeback story.
Tokyo Olympics silver medalist Ravi Dahiya defeated Uzbekistan's Gulomjov Abdullayev in the 61 kg finals to win gold in the Yasar Dogu ranking series in Istanbul held last week. Ravi started wrestling at the Hansraj Brahmachari Akhada in the Nahri village and later shifted to Chhatrasal Stadium in New Delhi. After winning the silver in Tokyo, he was determined to go for gold and do even better. We thank Ravi for teaching us the value of never giving up.
Igraspers, did you catch the 28th Screen Actors Guild Awards last week? These awards are considered the most reliable predictor for the prestigious Academy Awards. So let's get into some important updates. Last week's show saw history being made in a number of categories. Troy Kotsur was the first deaf actor to ever win an individual SAG award for his performance in Coda. And thanks to Squid Games, non-English speaking actors took home awards for the first time. We congratulate all the winners eagerly and await the upcoming award shows for this year.
Have you ever wondered what the future might have in the store for us? Well, then we have just got the museum for you. Touted as the world's most beautiful building, the Museum of the Future was inaugurated in Dubai in this month. This is an exhibition space for innovative and futuristic ideologies, services and products. This museum has a number of floors dedicated to different experiences ranging from ecosystems and bioengineering to showcasing near-future technologies addressing challenges in the field of health, water and food. Do check out for more interesting details online.
The Indo-Tibetan Border Police (ITBP) organized an ice wall climbing competition in Ladakh last week. More than 100 climbers took part in the great event, which was held for the first time. ITBP even shared a sneak peek of this historic event through a video on its official Twitter handle. Did you know that the ITBP is a specialized mountain force which looks after close to 3,500 kilometers from the Karakoram Pass in Ladakh to Jachepla in Arunachal Pradesh? Fascinating, isn't it?
The word of the week is crux, which means the most important part of something. The crux of all Aesop's fables is that there is a moral at the end of the story. The riddle of the week is, why does no one ever talk to a circle? Because there is no point.
Can you guess who? This British actor and producer is also a philanthropist to have raised money for various causes, including elimination of mines and explosive hazards. He started his acting career at the age of 14
in a high school production of Shakespeare. You know him by his agent code 007. Were you able to guess it? Indeed, it is Daniel Craig. Did you know that having played James Bond for 18 years, which is the longest running Bond, Craig has now retired from the role in his most recent movie, No Time to Die.
Did you know that the open office systems seen in most MNCs nowadays was inspired from a fort in Rajasthan? The popular tourist destination Amber Fort, located in Jaipur, Rajasthan, had 27 open office chambers, also called Sattais Kacheri. These served as administrative offices for the employees working in the palace, where ordinary people and tradesmen could directly communicate with the officers for all business and financial matters.
Quiz time! Which king built the majestic Amber Fort? Send your answers to contact us at igraasp.com along with your full name, school name, and a photograph. Answer to the last week's quiz. The scientific name of a pig, which is also a popular catchphrase from the game Among Us, is Sus or Sus scrofa domesticus. This certificate of appreciation is presented to Hriday Mandaura of Lotus Valley International School, Gurgaon, for successfully participating in the weekly quiz on India's leading news capsule for tweens, Igraasp.
Dear Igraaspers, this week we bring to you Great Stories for Children by Ruskin Bond. This book is full of different short stories that introduce you to a new enchanting world filled with different endearing characters. From nature and pets to ghosts, bears and monkeys, this book has got everything. This collection includes the naughty monkey Tutu, a cunning thief, a pet python and many more. Go read this remarkable composition and share your views with us at igraasp.com/iClub.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's news capsule. All creatures that inhabit this earth have a role to play in its continued existence. Remember, save wildlife and wildlife in turn will save you. Until next week, this is a bye from us. See you.